Homestead. I'm Carol, and today I've been out here this afternoon in my Big Dreams garden getting it ready for some compost. I have a compost pile that is ready to go on the garden, and hopefully today I'll have enough time to get it on here. Right now I'm just preparing the garden because I have a few weeds that I didn't keep up with, so I need to get those out first. I have my gloves. I have my two favorite tools in all the world. Two hand tools. This is a dandelion digger, and this is a stirrup hoe. Just a little short hand stirrup hoe. Nothing can escape me when I have these in my hands. Hopefully. I was out here a little while ago and I started on the one end over here because there were a few little grasses starting to come up, and I didn't want those to stay here all winter because then next fall they would be bigger and stronger. I mean next spring they would be bigger and stronger when the sun starts coming out and the days start getting warmer, and I'm dreaming about that already. But I worked on this a little bit, just kind of scraped the surface of the ground. I didn't go too deep. I don't mind going too deep, but I just used my little stirrup hand hoe and got most of those. You might see a few little green sprigs here and there, probably because when I pulled them out I didn't throw all of them away. I just left some laying on the top of the soil. So, when I was out here a little while ago, 3 of my white escapee chickens started walking around me and scratching in the soil that I had mixed up. I guess they were finding little bugs or something, I don't know. But they got pretty close to me. I should have just reached out and grabbed a couple of them and tried to get them back in where they belong. But you can see they left. I shouldn't ever do this. They left their footprints. I'm just gonna hope that you can see some of those. If not, I'll just edit the whole thing out later. All right, let's just turn this around a little bit. So now I am going to actually turn the camera around, put it on time lapse. Yay. That makes it a lot faster and more fun. And we will get this area cleaned up, and hopefully, like I said, I'll have time to bring some of my compost out, spread it around in this Big Dreams garden. So, let's get at it. So there we go, all done. And you probably saw a few chickens wandering around, checking out the situation as I was putting down that compost. I still have 2, maybe 3 wheelbarrows full of compost in my pile that I can bring out here. And what I will do is get the garden rake and level out this area where I had my potato patch, and then I will spread the rest of the compost out as far as I can go. It might go halfway through that area right there where I had my potato patch. We'll see. And in the meantime, I'll just keep feeding my compost pile that I am working on, which will be used on the garden for next fall. Yeah, and also I plan on weeding this far back area here I just had a few broccoli plants back here this year, and they were attacked by those cute little white butterflies, and so they were all destroyed. Didn't get any broccoli this year. I'll have to see if I can get some at a good price at the store and freeze some. So I've taken down all of my morning glory plants, and that wasn't too hard. I think they're easier to take down when they're still a little bit limber right after they've been frozen. And then also over here, there's my green bean trellis, and I got all of the frozen dead green bean stalks off of that the other day. There is one plant right over here by my tripod that is a, oh, what do you call them? Okay, I'll think of it. Anyway, hollyhock. It's a hollyhock. And it just came up by itself. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to leave it here because I like hollyhocks. Even though I can't remember their name sometimes. Doesn't mean I don't like them. So anyway, this is the area that I composted last year. And then I just had those few, well, I had my peas, which deliver nitrogen to the soil. And then when they died out, I put tomatoes there. And this part right here, about this area right here, was my corn patch, which did terrible because we had such scorching days there for a while. And my son said it got sunburned, and that's what killed it. Too hot. I didn't know that vegetables could get too hot, but I guess they can. So yep, there is the compost, and that was a fun job to do. And like I said, I plan on finishing it off by putting it down there in the potato patch. Now I am going to feed my chickens and see if I can trick these escaped ones into coming back where they're supposed to be, inside of their coop. So hopefully I can get them back in. They just don't understand that they're safer in there, even though it's more delicious out here. Okay, I've got them trapped by their door. Let's see if I can open it without spooking them too much. It's okay, chickies. It's okay, let me just open your door. I got food for you. You go back in. Go on. Hey, what are you doing? Here. Come on. Holy cow. Come on. Man, you guys are starving. Holy cow. Alright, let's get you some more food. Those new hens, they are growing so fast. I'm going to have to make sure I keep up with them. Holy cow. Okay, come on. Come on. Alright. So every day they lay eggs on the ground right here. So I keep putting them in this little bucket. So they'll get the idea, and some of them are getting the idea and some aren't. But some of them are also actually laying eggs in the nest. There's one in that one too. So one there, and two there. And then the majority of them are down here, either in the bucket or on the ground. And of course there's the ones out in the wood pile that are laid by those escapee chickens. Yeah, I don't know how to, yeah, it's weird. Okay, now the chickens are in focus. If I get closer to their door, then the wire is in focus. So yeah, interesting. I have a new can here for my feed. Well, that way I don't have to bend over and stand on my head to get the feed out of the bottom of that really tall one that I had before. Thanks for hanging out with me today while I prepared the ground for my compost and then put the compost on part of my Big Dreams garden, trying to enrich the soil so that every year I'll have just a little bit better garden than the one before. So now I will continue to feed my chickens. Boy, those ladies were hungry. And I'll gather the eggs and do all of those things that I need to do. And then I get to go watch my granddaughter march out on the field with the marching band. And so that's going to be great. I'm excited for that. And I need to hurry. I don't even know what time it is, so I hope I'm not late. Thanks for watching, and remember, even when you take it slow, you can accomplish a lot.